So kung naghahanap kayo ng Magnus build dito sa Ragnarok the New World, panoorin nyo tong video na to. Hey guys, this is BM, and if bago pa lang kayo sa mga socials natin, mag-follow and subscribe na kayo para lagi kayong updated sa mga panibago nating upload regarding this build. Let's go! So, welcome back mga tol, no? So today, pag-usapan natin ngayon yung Magnus build dito sa Ragnarok the New World. So last time guys, nung nag-post ako, maraming reactions and also maraming nagtatanong kung ano yung skill build natin, ano nga ba yung ginagamit nating cards, and at the same time, ano yung priority natin in terms of our stats. So lahat ng yan nandito sa video na to guys. So stay tuned kasi i-discuss natin yan section by section. Okay? But anyway guys, wag na natin to patagalin at simulan na natin to. So the first part of this video would be the stat build and the skill build. So in terms of the stat, ito lang naman yung kailangan yung tandaan guys. Okay? So number 1, kailangan yung variable cast time nyo is umabot ng at least 60%. Okay? Kasi itong variable cast time na to would be the basis of how often you cast your skill and how fast can you cast the skill. Okay? Usually yung Magnus guys, kapag wala kayong variable cast time or hindi 100% yung variable cast time nyo, mabagal siya. Okay? So, all you just need to do is to get it to 60% kasi kapag nag-buff kayo guys, all in all, mag-100% din naman siya. Okay? So, naglagay ako dito up until I reach 61%, which is 60 sa dex, and then the rest nilagay ko sa in, and also I put some on vit. Okay? Pero ang priority ko is to make sure na 99 ko muna yung in para at least I will be able to maximize the magic attack. Okay? Kasi importante guys yung magic attack dito dahil doon magbe-base yung DPS output nyo sa inyong Magnus build. But again guys, this character is purely free to play. Wala akong ginastos dito. So kung ano man yung items na nakukuha ko in the game, yun yung ginagamit ko. No? So kumbaga hindi ako nagta-top up or whatsoever. Alright? So ito yung stat build natin. So again, all you just need to do is to make sure na ma-reach nyo yung 60% sa variable cast time, and then the rest you put it on the end, and then after ma-max nyo na yung end, then go with the bit. Okay? Ganun lang naman kasimple. Alright, so kapag chinek nyo yung character info guys, dito nakalagay naman sa detail kung ano yung stats na meron tayo. So we have 42k in HP. Mababa pa to guys. We have an attack of 279, magic attack of 1337, and then we have the variable cast time here which is 61%. And then meron din tayong magic damage bonus. Okay? So later on malalaman nyo kung saan ko nakukuha si magic damage bonus guys. Okay? But anyway, yun lang naman yung pagdating sa stats. Now, if we actually go to the skill, so nireset ko yung skill ko guys para mapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga priority kong lagyan dito. So first thing is heal. So imamax ko to ng 10. And then blessing, lalagyan ko din to. And then Angelus, lalagyan ko din siya. Then increase agility. And then also yung Kyrie Ellison. So bakit hindi na tayo naglagay dito? Kasi meron naman tayong Magnus eh. So yung Magnus yung isa sa mga primary skill na gagamitin natin dito for PvE farming. But again guys, ulitin ko lang na this build is basically a build for PvE farming. Hindi to meant to support. Okay, hindi siya meant to support a party, especially sa PvP or sa dungeons. So if you want to get a support build, dapat support build yung hinahanap nyo. Okay, hindi yung hybrid build or hindi yung Magnus build. But this is specifically for PvE farming, okay? Para at least wala nang mag-away sa comment section, guys. Okay? So ito, lalagyan ko siya ng 5, and then yung Magnus, i-max natin siya into 10. Tapos actually, nilalagyan ko din to. Minamax na to, guys. Nilalagyan ko din si Gloria kasi increase luck yan. Okay? And then, Aspersio, especially kung ang pinapatay nyo is mga undead, automatic yan, and demon that you will have additional damage dealt sa kanila. Okay, Imposition is gonna be increasing your magic attack for how many seconds guys? No, by 60 for 600 seconds. And then Supragium, nilalagyan ko din to. Ito naman is para dun sa variable cast time natin para ma-reduce siya. So Resu, nilalagyan ko din siya. Usually, hindi ko na nilalagyan si safety wall. Alright, pero pwede naman din natin lagyan for the sake of this video. Pero ako, imamax ko na lang siguro yung Resu. Okay? And then, this is important, kaya hindi nyo siya pwedeng magamit. It is because of the skill. Hindi nyo siya pwedeng magamit as a support kasi dito, mababawasan yung healing effectiveness nyo by 8%. So, sa Magnus build, required to guys, dahil may increase nyo yung Magnus Exorcismus nyo na skill for 300%. Okay? Now, you also put skill points on Assumption. Okay? Lalagay din kayo dito sa Lex Eterna. So ito naman, it increase the next damage taken by target within 6 seconds by an additional 20%. Napaka-importante rin ito, specifically for boss or MVP. Okay? Basilica, it's not really necessary. Meditasio is one of the skills that I also put or I allocated my skill points with. And then the rest nilalagay ko sa Judex. Okay? And then pwede kayong maglagay either sa Kulos o Heal, pero maliit lang kasi yan guys dahil nga doon sa Purgatorial Angel. So you can either put it dito na lang sa Basilica. Okay? So yan yung skill build guys. Alright? So kung mapapansin nyo, I have allocated extra dito sa second job skills kasi importante na makuha natin yung buff. We also have Resurrection just in case na gagamitin natin siya sa dungeons. Okay? So usually kasi ako pag nagraran ako guys, dalawang pari kami sa dungeon. So ako at si Alrak, no? Pareho kaming may pari na character. So nire-reso lang namin yung isa't isa pag namamatay kami. And syempre, yung mga runs kasi ginagawa na namin together. Kumbaga, dalawa na lang kami, tapos may mga dummy accounts na lang kami or may mga DPS characters kami na nire-reso na lang namin kapag nagra-runs kami ng Time Corridor. So, ganun. Alright, so ito yung magiging build natin for Magnus. Okay? So, tapos na tayo sa skills. Now, let's go with the items or the set. Okay? So, dito sa set, guys, ang pinili ko will be the sprint set. Okay? Kasi meron tayong nakukuha dito magic damage bonus na 2% and then SP cap na 5%. Alright? And also, kung mapapansin nyo din dito, si sprint lang ang merong deduction pagdating sa variable cast time. So, importante si variable cast time, again, para hindi na tayo maglalagay ng maraming deck stat on our stat allocated points. Okay? So, dito may makukuha din tayo guys na magic damage na 0.3 every refine. Okay? So, and si sprint set, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung mga dagdag niya. So, aside from that, may def and magic attack din tayo na nakukuha from the sprint set alone. Okay? So, ayan. Then, sa weapon naman, we have the survival one. Pretty much, we don't have a choice. To be honest with you, kasi ito yung lumabas. Pero if we do have an option to switch, syempre doon tayo sa may Cross Exorcimus na effect para mas mataas pa yung maging damage output natin. Okay? And then we also have this. Okay, so nakakuha rin kasi tayo ng Octane Shield na Royal. So, syempre na rin yung ginamit natin. But either both, it's gonna be good. Somehow, still balance pa rin. Pero if I can change this weapon into the effect na magpapabor doon sa Magnus build natin, mas maganda. Okay? Pero, yan. Kung mapapansin nyo din dito, yung kinuha natin dito would be the Holy Damage, 15%. Alright, then yung special skill natin. And then with the other, pag-set usually, mga defense, lang naman yan mga defense special skill lang naman. Okay? Tapos, dito naman sa accessory natin, what we've got is the Orleans set effect. So, meron tayong plus int na 6, magic attack, plus 2%, then magic damage, which is 2% as well. So, dito, yung special skill naman na kinuha natin is Judex, which is Judex is also one of the spammable skills ng build na to. So, maganda rin yan. And then, we also have the Orlean Glove. So, Radiant Healing. Wala na kasi akong stat na ito Wala na akong stat na nakuha ng iba. But anyway, I will also change it if in any case man. Alright? So, now, since tapos na tayong mag-usap regarding sa set, so ito, nakakuha rin naman natin to. Alright? So, let's talk about the cards. Okay? So, naglista ako ng mga cards na pwede nyong gamitin dito sa Magnus build na to. So, unahin na natin si Headwear. So, pupunta lang tayo dito sa index. Okay? So, hindi ko pa kompleto yung mga cards, guys, take note. So, even ako, struggling pa rin ako sa paghahanap ng mga cards. So, once na mahanap ko yun, siguro mas tataas pa yung damage output natin, guys. Okay? So, magda-damage test naman tayo after this video. So, dito sa Headwear, guys, ang pinaka-recommend ko sa inyong card would be the Cramp card. So, si Cramp card yung pinaka-maganda sa Headwear because of the attack and magic attack. So, I'm not really sure kung yung attack is pumapatong siya as magic attack din dun sa character. Pero usually, pag magic attack lang talaga yung nadadagdagan dyan. Okay? So, 9 to 15 yung magic attack na pwede nyo makuha with the Cramp card. So, make sure na mag-farm kayo ng Cramp card at least 2. Okay? Kasi there is always 2 slots on every item that you have or every gear that you have. So, at least 2 Cramp card yung kuhanin nyo. Okay? Now, pagdating naman guys sa Facewear card, okay, so ang priority nyo naman dito sa Facewear card would be the Stain card or the Coco card. Okay, so itong Stainer card, silence resistance for about 60 to 100. So, maganda to guys para at least hindi kayo nasa silence sa let's say for example, nagbo-boss fight kayo, at least you have a resistance for the silence, so you will be able to cast your skills. Okay, and then we also have the Sleep Rest for the Coco card. So the reason why ito yung pinili ko instead of the Agramantis. I'm not really sure kasi kung nagtitake effect ba yung crit damage pagdating sa magic attack. Pero I think nagtitake effect naman siya. However, we also have to consider the fact that it's hard to get this card. So if you are starting up, then you can go with these two cards. But let's say for example, you were able to get to level 85, then you start farming the Agramantis card naman for the face work. Kasi your goal is to actually increase your damage output. Okay? You don't really need to increase your healing effects because you are technically using this build for PBE farming. Okay? Yan yung word na tandaan nyo. It's for PBE. Alright? Now, sa Maltware naman, usually ang i-require ko sa inyong kunin dyan would be the Elder Willow card, which is madali lang naman to kasi it gives you in. Alright? The other cards are pretty much hard to get, to be honest with you guys. You can also go with this one for Blind Resistance, a Martin card. Pero I think it's also gonna be hard to get all these cards all together, to be honest with you. So ako ang ginagawa kong style ko is once I finish getting the cards for that specific part, I move on to another part. So parang ganun. Okay? Para at least hindi kayo mahirapan. But anyway, ito usually nakukuha nyo din naman itong Elder Willow card. So this is for Maltware. Dalawa din yung slot ng Elder Willow card, guys. So yun. And then for the armor, so itong armor naman, Peko yung gusto kong card dito. The reason why it's because of the max HP. So importante rin na meron kayong mataas na HP sa build na to, guys, no? Para hindi kayo padapa-dapa at hindi kayo nawa one hit ng mga mobs. Okay? There are other cards here that would give you additional, VIT, SP, Def. Pero for me, Peko is the best one for this. Okay? So, dalawang Ninetales lang okay na. Pero mahirap din ito makuha, guys. To be honest with you. Ako, isa pa lang nakukuha akong Ninetales. So, yon. So, for the shoes, guys, ma-tier card naman yung marirecommend ko sa inyo. Though, pwede naman kayong mag-Merman card. Okay? Pero for me, ito yung pinaka-the best. Kasi 6 to 10 decks yung dagdag niyan, guys. Okay? So, para at least mas mapababa nyo pa yung allocated skill points nyo or stat point nyo sa deck stat. Okay? So, maganda na makuha nyo to. Kung makakuha kayo ng at least plus 8 or plus 10, maganda yung tier card para doon. Okay? Then, let's talk about the backwear. Okay? So, sa backwear naman, guys, ang marirecommend natin dito would be the spider card. Ito. Okay? So, dito kasi, guys, ang mangyayari is kapag may PvP na atake kayo, then you can inflict poison onto the attacker. Okay? But regardless naman, kung ano namang kunin nyo dito, pwede naman yon. Okay? Though yung ibang cards kasi dito sobrang hirap ng kunin. Alright, so siguro ang pinaka-recommend ko na lang sa inyo, it's either Grand Peko card, which is ito. Sa ano to, guys, mini nyo lang makukuha. So ang pinaka-possible talaga would be this, the Giant Spider card, which is makukuha nyo lang sa mobs. Okay? And then sa accessory naman, guys, ang marirecommend ko sa inyo dito would be this Mimic card. So Mimic card will actually give you 3 to 5% magic damage. And since range kayo, guys, magko-compensate yung magic damage dito. Okay? So kailangan makakuha kayo nito at least dalawa. Alright, so for accessory. Or kahit nga 4 eh. Maganda sana kung 4 yung makuha nyo yan. Okay? For alternatives, I think, check natin dito kung meron bang iba. Actually, ito meron din ako nito, Serum card for Dex naman. Okay, pero for me, pinakamaganda dito would be the Mimic. Alright? Mimic card pa din, guys. Okay? And then for weapon, ito, napaka-importante nito, yung weapon. So for the weapon, guys, I'm going to recommend you the Mummy card. Okay, so ito, magic damage bonus, which is around 3.6% to 6%. Okay? Now, we're talking about those cards that you can get through mobbing. Okay? Kasi pagka mga boss, medyo mahirap talaga siyang kunin, guys. Okay? So, yan yung pinakamagandang card for the weapon. So, dalawang ganito lang, guys. No? Dalawang mummy card lang pala yung kailangan nyo for the weapon. And, syempre, for offhand, Andre card naman dyan. Okay? So, hanapin nyo lang si Andre dito. Saan ba yung Andre card? Type na lang natin, ang dami kasi. So, offhand, yan. So, ito. Kasi max HP siya. So, yun yung mga specific cards that I want to have. Though, hindi ko pa nakukuha lahat yan, guys. So, that's the reason why I'm still farming those cards. But anyway, let's try to do a damage test. Kasi naka-switch naman to. Okay. So, damage test tayo guys. Check natin kung ilan yung damage output natin. Again, wala tong gastos guys. Hindi tayo gumastos dito sa build na to. We're just enjoying the game and trying to explore everything naman. Okay, so yan yung casting time kapag wala pa kayong buffs. So, mas maganda na nagba-buffs muna kayo. But anyway guys, as you can see sa damage output, so try natin i-check dito, click natin to. So tignan natin over time kung ilan yung damage na madideal nitong build na to. Okay? As you can see guys, nasa 190k range na tayo sa damage output natin. So I think yan na yung pinaka-max, or nag 195 pa, no? So yun yung pinaka-max natin, I think, which is 194,900. So almost 195k yung damage output natin dito sa build na to. Kung mapapansin nyo din guys, nag-switch ako ng pet into vocal. Dahil si vocal guys, kapag na-master nyo siya, pag pumunta kayo dito sa pet, you will be able to get additional magic attack and also crit. So dito, nakalagay naman na 10% yung pwedeng makuha nung owner. So yan din yung isa sa magandang pet na pwede yung gamitin dito naman sa build na to. Okay? Now, in terms of the runes, hindi ko pa naayos yung runes ko guys. So siguro gagawan ko yan ng separate video. But anyway guys, I hope meron kayong natutunan dito sa build guide na to. Medyo mahaba siya and medyo roto guys. But anyway, maraming salamat ulit sa support nyo dito sa ating Facebook page. And also, I hope meron kayong natutunan dito. By the way, please like, share, and also mag-comment na rin kayo kung ano yung mga thoughts nyo about the build. Again, we're open for criticisms. And yun lang naman guys. Maraming salamat sa panonood. This is BM again. Alam nyo na. Peace out.